Not a lot, but I can tell you a little bit, and that's that I'm trying to figure out the logistics. We're figuring technically of how we're going to have guests come on the show. And the fun thing about this show is, I said in my post, you can read all over my social media. I have a post, it's got a red square, it says the best news ever or something, and it talks a little bit about the show, where it's going to be. You can download it from any of the streaming devices, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, your phone, Android, iPhone, Apple TV will have it. So you're going to be able to get it from anywhere, which is really exciting. But it's going to be, I mean, I will have like probably celebrity guests sometimes. I'm thinking about, they're talking to me about creating another show for them at some point that's based on that. But this one is really going to be, interestingly enough, it's going to be a lot of like you guys. It's going to be doing readings for real people. Oh, look at Emery's got all the information out there. Look at you go, Emery. It's all over Facebook. Yeah, it's going to be me doing readings for real people. So I'm not sure if that means calling in or video in or how we're going to do it. And that's what we have to figure out in our production meeting this week. But yeah, it's going to be me doing psychic mediumship readings for real people is going to be part of the show. Also part of the show will be me, you know, talking about spiritual stuff and all the spiritual, you know, lessons and all the things I talk about, things to uplift you. And so that's very exciting. I'm super excited. So it's going to be you guys participating. Some of you that are very active here may get a text from me saying, hey, do you want to appear on the show on this day and prepare a question? I don't know. That's what I've always wanted to do. So when I pitch shows to folks, I mean, I do an independent show. I've got another independent show coming up. You know, everybody always wants celebrities, right? Can you bring on celebrities? And I can always bring on celebrities because I have a lot of friends that, you know, are celebrities, so that's not a problem. But that being said, what I've always wanted to do is a show where I interviewed you all, because that's what it's all about for me. So now we have technical problems on YouTube. For some reason, that seems to be the worst on Tuesdays, the technical problems on YouTube. All right, look at that. We're fully charged all the time now. No more switching. Do we love that? Uh-oh. Hang on. All right. Look at that. Uh-oh, something happened. Hang on. There we go. Yay! So that's exciting. So that's one thing. How do we feel about that? About me doing readings for real people and real people showing up for readings. That's interesting. Also, I'm looking for some folks to volunteer to help me out with some things. Things that have to do with like our mailing list, because we're going to put a big mailer out for the show. Just if you're interested in helping out in any way, send me a text message, 818-437-0886, and let me know. Maybe interested in backing up one of the moderators here if Aaron or Emery or Mary Beth or Cindy, for whatever reason, can't do it, or helping me out with other things. So that would be great. One thing that you can help me with, all of you, and Emery's going to do this too, but as you're watching, if somebody leaves their information, name, email address, etc., on the chat thread, because they do that instead of texting me, which sometimes people get confused and they do that, would you please take a screenshot of it and send it to me so I can get in touch with that person and let them know how they can best get a hold of me for a reading? Looks like we're all going to become psychic Karens and help me out with stuff. No, but seriously, if you want to help me out with some stuff, I'm needing some help right now, and would love and appreciate it because we got a lot of things coming up. We've got a new paranormal show that's going to launch. I don't know when, for the Parapod Network, where I'm interviewing paranormal survivors, and then obviously this big thing coming. We're hoping it's going to launch the middle of next month. Okay. Casey, you're very welcome. Okay. Maybe just in the front where it's so prominent. I don't mind it through here. And then maybe just put in some highlights like I used to have when I was young. Did you know when you get older, you lose your highlights? Isn't that the weirdest thing? Of all the things that the universe takes from you when you age, a little bit. It was real dark when I was young, like a baby. It was real dark. But then as soon as it discovered the sun, it lightened up. Of course, now it doesn't have the sun as much as it did, so that's part of it. So yeah, I'm gonna maybe put a little something in it, and be awesome. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think? What am I gonna do with this hair? What do we think? Something to think about now. If you're gonna, like, you know, do something for a streaming network, you got to think about that. Who would have thunk? But that's happening. No. Do. Okay. All right. All right, just a couple more links. Okay. All you have to do is send me one specific question. I know you're all sending me stuff. Okay. Okay, I have a friend who needs some special juju from you all. She's a really super wonderful, hardworking person. And she needs a little help to get out of a bind. And there's lots of good juju flowing her way. But I just want to make sure that she gets over the hump and wonderful things happen for her. So if you could send her some love anonymously, I would sure love that. I don't want to be all naming names because people have pride, but which is kind of one of those unexpected turn of events that happened in the middle of a crazy time. And there are a lot of people counting on her. So she's got to be able to stay strong for them. So if you guys would send some prayers for somebody who is a huge part of my heart, I would really appreciate that. All right? And while we're at it, while we're praying, I have friends with cancer, 5 friends that I know of that are on my prayer list. So if you wouldn't mind sending some good healing energy to Stuart, Stephen, Sean, Jason, and Megan, that would be wonderful. Sometimes you just need a little help. All right. Alrighty, right. Okay, anything else? Anybody have questions about? Are you excited about the new show? I'm excited to have, like, my real people involved in the show. Not that celebrity friends aren't real people, but people who are really in need of psychic help, to be able to help you all and then have the rest of the world be able to watch and get healing from that healing. I think that's just awesome. Total awesomeness. So, and don't quote me because I don't know for sure, but I think, and I'll find out, I think this may be the first spiritual program for the network. So this is going to launch a whole bunch of spiritual programming. They have so much stuff. I mean, they're a streaming channel, right? So they've got dramas, comedies, horror, documentaries, music, series. They've got like a sexy series. They've got like family series. I mean, it's like any other streaming network, right? They've got everything. But I don't think they have a psychic show yet. They have a new talk show that's starting with an anchor out here in LA, and I believe that's like a health and wellness show. But I don't think they have anything like in the spiritual realm, except for they do have supernatural and horror films that are supernatural based. But I don't think they have anything reality. So, and you know the best part of all? Let me tell you the best part, folks. I'm going to say this really quick because I want you all to believe all your dreams can come true. In all the years that I've pitched things, and I've spent a lot of years in my life as a performer pitching things, they came to me. One of the founders of the network, one of the producers, the big producers of the network, was a guest years ago on my radio show, and for a totally different thing, entertainment related, before I even really came out about my gifts and took the spiritual walk. And they came to me and said, we have this new network and we want to find something for you. All those years of me pitching ideas, you know, since I was a kid, 40 years of pitching. And someone comes to me and says, we want you. That's how I know. When you guys say to me, how do you know that's going to happen? How do you know something good's going to happen for me? How do you know I should keep believing? How do you know the universe has my back? This is why. This is why I know. I know quite simply because I've lived it. And I'm living it right now. So don't stop believing, as the song says. Don't stop believing. Right? Don't stop believing. I'm trying to move this up a little bit. It's at a weird angle. Okay. Everybody okay? No cameras in anybody else's view? Are we all good? Everybody okay? All right. I think we're good. Hi, TikTok. And TikTok sits a high on the high mountain of TikTok. TikTok! All right. You know this is big if I'm going to dye my hair. Because you know I said I would never dye my hair unless I had to for work. And by the way, they're not telling me I have to. I'm making the choice to. Because I'm making a lot of choices in my life and new directions. And this show is sort of the catalyst to kick off new stuff. So why not add another new thing? So there's more new stuff. Also, part of my new stuff is I'm going to fix this damn tripod, YouTube. Let me try to see if I can fix it a little bit right now. It would look so good if it was just fixed. I just need a tiny wrench. I don't have a tiny wrench. Well, that's a little better. Not really. I can't. It's pretty much the same. I need a tiny wrench, people. I don't have a tiny wrench. I mean, like a little bitty tiny wrench. That's a little better, right? I think that's better. All right, or maybe I just made that up. It's not better at all. But we're going to be positive and say it's better. All right, let's do some questions. Casey is going to be first. Hi. And somebody's going to be in it because he's a little star. Everybody's going to want to see this guy. Right? But we may have to limit the episodes. Otherwise, he's just going to come here all the time. And the whole thing is going to be him wanting to get snuggled. All right, come here. I know. Are you the snuggliest guy ever? We were having a talk right before the show I'm going to share with you guys. He was in the windowsill. And I was standing with him in the windowsill. And since I live in the house that was my mom's and mine, I was telling him how much my mom would have loved him. And how there would have been just like unlimited treats. Treats and toys. And she'd make you clothes. She would have made you clothes. Yep. She would have loved him. He would have napped on her all day long. All animals napped on my mom. Would have been awesome. Okay. Do. Okay. I love my beautiful Huntington Beach, but I'm a tad allergic to her. And I just had the window open, so I gotta let the window open, especially because this guy he loves to sit with his face in the breeze. And he's such a good boy. Okay. Thank you, Aaron, for the bless you. All right, guys, here we go. I'm just going to send a link out to you. I'm sending you a text that says thank you for your text message. If you receive this, you know I have your question. So you don't have to keep sending to me. You know, I know I've received your text. Don't knock things over with your face, old man. Thank you for all the bless yous. Hey, see what that happens to YouTube? And we wonder why YouTube has problems. It's probably because you're always putting your face on it. Now he's rubbing his face on the elderly lampshade. Casey, I've not forgotten that you're first, sweetie. Oh, okay, here we go. There we go. Do. Okay, Colin, really? And we wonder why YouTube's always jacked up. What you got against YouTube? Come here. What are you doing? Oh, are you hitting your mommy with your little... You just like to put your little head on things, don't you? Just butt things with your baby head. Do you have a baby head? Do you want to butt mama with it? This boy loves to butt heads. Yeah, he loves to put his little head on things. He's a head butter. All my blues have been head butters. Erin was my first. She was a head butter. Molly, his sister that just passed last year, she was a head butter. Head butter. This guy's the supreme head butter of all head butters. I know they have these perfect little round heads and they just want to like hit things with them. It's like being hit by a jet-propelled baseball. Is your little head the size of a baseball? That's what I heard. All right, we're almost done getting through these, folks. Remember, I will be picking folks for my new show based on folks that participate here a lot. So get participating. You don't need to have that right now. Oh, you want to play with that on the floor? That's fine. Go play with it. I just gave him my eyeliner to play with. Do you want to play with the eyeliner? Go get it. You can play with that. Please don't hide it. Please don't hide Mommy's eyeliner. There's so many things I've given him. Well, rocks he's just taken out of the planters. There's straws and chopsticks and pens. I don't know where any of them are. They just go away. Once he's got a hold of them, they just disappear. Matter of fact, I gave him a pen for my trip when I spoke at the Parapod Festival in April, and he had it in the hotel. And then he disappeared. It disappeared. I brought it back. I brought it back so I could play with it at the house, and then about a week after we got back, it disappeared. Yep. Okay, I think I got everybody. Yep. All right. Okay, everybody, we're just getting back to just the last couple folks here. We got some OG folks here tonight. People I haven't seen in a long time. The OGs. From back when I started doing these in 2019. All right. All right. Okay. All right, Casey, you're up. Who wants a reading? Are you ready? Have you sent me a text message? 818-437-0886. That's 818-437-0886. 818-437-0886. All right. Mwah. Yep. Eight 818-437-0886. Oh, do you need a snuggle real quick? Okay. Come here. Oh. Oh. I got a beautiful new bracelet I wanted to show off, but somebody kept putting his mouth on it, so I don't have it on, but I'll put it on. If I get up to go get water, I'll put it on. It was a wonderful gift. Give it in love. If you want to see a picture of it, it's on my Instagram. So much is on the Instagram. Has anybody gotten that iPhone thing about security responses version something? What is that? Are we all doing that? Yeah. Emery, I got it. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, so Karina says, really quick, Casey, I really like your hair color in your profile picture and maybe add some highlights. Okay, so that is my hair color. It's still the same color. I've never dyed my hair. But I don't know if COVID just gave me more gray, because that picture was taken right when COVID was starting, so 3 years ago. Or if there's something about the lights being on top of my head that show the gray more. Because other pictures, when I'm just out with friends and stuff taking pictures, the gray doesn't show up as much. But for some reason in this studio, it totally shows. So I also think maybe my hair was a little redder then. I don't know why. Again, maybe a COVID thing. All right, Casey, you're up. Thank you for that, Karina. Casey says, my aunt has repeatedly been bothered by social services to do a wellness check on my grandma that lives with her. We've confronted some people about this and had no luck finding out who's doing it. So please help me. Who is it? Thanks so much. It's a neighbor. It's a neighbor. Somebody that used to see your grandma out and about and now doesn't, and thinks that she's being held prisoner in her home. I mean, well, I was going to say not literally, but actually, yes, literally. Yeah. It's also the aunt. Also, it's your aunt's home. The neighbor doesn't like your aunt at all. So that's part of what's making it worse. Okay? All right? Sending you so much love, Casey. Aaron, you're up. Aaron says, I'm taking care of 3 Shelties right now, and one of them, Fox, keeps giving me problems eating when he never has before. Can you tell me what's going on with him? He seems to get really skittish around mealtime, and it's odd. Thank you. Yeah, he's developed a weird kind of anxiety, Aaron. He just feels very disconnected from himself and his home in this new space. And somehow his anxiety has manifested around eating. You know, it's not all that uncommon, not just for animals, but kids and also adults, humans, sometimes begin to develop a weird anxiety around eating. And people will just stop eating for like months at a time, and they'll get scared to eat. Kind of like sometimes if you've had food poisoning and you've thrown up a lot, you're scared to eat because you're scared you're going to throw up. It's like that, but it's not about that. It's just they just develop a weird thing. Try feeding a Fox in a different room, not around the other ones. Okay? That's the first step. Try that. All right, sending you so much love. Let's send some love to Fox that he'll begin to eat. Casey follows up by saying thank you. It's just getting on her last nerve and no clue who's causing it. Yeah, it's a neighbor that that your aunt has had a problem with before. Your grandma's, yes, your aunt has had a problem with this neighbor. All right. Thank you, TikTok. We have 5,700 likes already there. How cool is that? Thank you all for coming for your readings on TikTok. Maybe we'll do some cards today. He's just standing down there, wagging his tail like, oh, here he is, thinking about what mischief he can get into next. Where can I find mischief? I'm a kitten. Mwah. You're a very good boy, and everybody loves you. I know. All these people, even though you're a scoundrel, they still love you, even though they see you sometimes be a scoundrel. It's my baby. That's my baby. I wish you'd show the people your face more. Yeah, I wish you'd show everybody your pretty face. I know, your face is so pretty. I look at it all the time and I almost die of cuteness. It is a cuteness overload face. All right, Tinka, you're up. Darla and Maribel. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? Come here. Come here. Okay, I'm gonna read for these nice people and you're gonna be good, okay? And my belly is not a springboard, right? Okay. Tinka, Darla, and Maribel. Oh, hang on. Aaron first says, I've been getting him to eat later in a different room, but it does take some coaxing. Yeah, somehow Fox has this anxiety that he's developed, has manifested around the other dogs, like eating in front of the other dogs. It's so weird. But people get that way too. Sometimes people decide they won't eat in restaurants anymore because they get all weird about eating in front of other people. I mean, it's a thing. So it's just a weird thing he's feeling from being separated from his mommy. What about you? When you get separated from your mommy, what do? You get depressed, you just sleep. Yeah. Yeah, he just sleeps while I'm gone. That's like his thing. So we're awake together, and then when I'm away, he sleeps, and when I'm asleep, he sleeps. And then he also sleeps in the afternoon because he's a cat and they sleep a lot. But he'll go to sleep when I leave to go out for the night. And then when I come home, he hears the garage door. And he's sitting inside the garage door with a toy in his mouth. How cute is that? And he's like, oh, now that you're home, we can play. Like all I've been doing all the while I was gone was thinking, I can't wait to get home and play with Cullen. But that's all he thinks about when I'm gone is, are you just going to pace back and forth? Like a crazy man? Are you just going to pace back and forth like a crazy man? Okay. Pace away. Pace away, big guy. If you guys are on YouTube, you can just see the face just poking in. Pace away. Pace away, pace away, pace away. All right, Tinka, you're up. I told you that phone was in a dark crevice. Nice, but thank you for the validation, sweetie. But my question is, I ask you a couple, Tinka. Carol says, as traumatized as my daughter already is she at risk for deciding to be... Carol? I mean, is she going to outlive her partner? Yeah, she's going to outlive her partner. But isn't that all the reason for her to be with her partner? Okay. If you're on... Okay. So I'll send some love to Carol for her daughter. Let's send some love to also to Casey for her aunt and her grandma. Give him so much love, okay? Okay. So much love. All right, everybody, don't get worried if you sent me something or something's, if you want to know if I've gotten your message, if I sent solely on when are you going back and moving in permanently. It's just about the reconnection of you two, and is it forever? All right, remember, Spirit wants you to move off that track, right, sweetheart? To take a step off that hamster wheel. We're going off the wheel. Okay? Just keep going. This is the best news ever. That you're actually going back and reconnecting with your partner. All right, let's just focus on that reconnection. It doesn't matter when you're living there for good. What matters is that you're going back and you're spending the night there, and that's beautiful. All right? All right, Maribel, Erica, Lauren. We're sending you love, Darla. Maribel, Erica, Lauren. Okay. Maribel, Erica, Lauren. Maribel says, hi Sheena, how are you and Cullen doing? I have a question. Spirit told you my ex won't be in a rush, okay? It's only 2.5 months away. Just don't be rushing to get it. All right, Erica, you're up. Then Lauren, and then Gavin. Erica says, do you see me making money soon, and how? I really hope to get some clarity and relief on this today. Very much needed. I do see you making money soon. I see by the end of the summer, things are going to be a lot better. I see a job that you get from someone you know. And it's kind of very low stress and fairly good money and something you really enjoy, and it becomes good for you all around. But it comes from someone you know, interestingly enough. All right? So keep that in mind. All right, we're going to send so much love. I know what it's like to be frustrated, Erica. I know it's hard. And I'm sending you love. All right, Lauren's up, and then Gavin. If you want a reading, send me a text message. 818-437-0886. 818-437-0886. Lauren, you're up, and then Gavin. Lauren says, hi Sheena, I recently got moved to a new position at my job. I really enjoyed my previous position and was kind of forced into the new position. Is there anything I can do to be moved back to the original? And how long do you see me in the new position? I'm ready to love my job again. Thank you, Lauren. Well, first, Lauren, two things of good news. One is this job will get easier. Secondly, something will happen with the person that has your old job. sometime between now and October, and you'll have the opportunity to say, you know what, I'd like that job back, and you'll get it. But for now, be the best employee you can be so that when that moment comes, you're all ready to go. All right? And you will learn to like this job more too. As a matter of fact, so much so that when the time comes in the fall, it may be almost kind of a like tough decision to make because you're going to start really liking this one too. All right? Sending you so much love, 818-43, sending you so much love. And then everybody, if you want a reading, 818-437-0886. That's 818-437-0886. I'm adding a little more light because I feel like I don't like the way that looks. I'm trying to get some more warmth in here. We used to have such good warmth on Facebook when they had that little lighting tool. Does anybody know if Facebook still has the lighting tool? Is it that? No. That just made it scarier. Is it that? Well, maybe that's better. That's bad. What do we... No, that's weird. I guess we use the real one. I just feel so washed out. They used to have that brilliant little backlighting thing, and it was so nice. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Middle one is the best. Okay, Emery. Emery is the god of Facebook. Whatever Emery says is good. Okay. All right. Let's send some prayers to Lauren for a better job. We're praying all around. And make sure to keep sending prayers for my dear friend who needs to get a miracle to move forward in this special thing. Gavin, you're up. Okay. I think Gavin, you're next. Gavin is next. Gavin is for sure next. Gavin, Heather, Karina. Gavin, Heather, and then Karina. Gavin says, when will I find love? Gavin's so sweet. Let's start sending some love right now to Gavin to find some love. What a sweet person you are. Spirit says when the Christmas lights disappear. Isn't that an interesting thing for them to say? And they're showing me the Christmas lights getting turned off. So what does that mean? January 1st? January 15th? When do all the Christmas lights go away? I wish all the Christmas lights never went away. Yeah, how exciting is that? Yay! All right, Gavin, we're sending you love for some love. Heather, you're up. Heather, and then Karina and Kelsey. Heather, Karina, and Kelsey. We're at 7.6 thousand likes on TikTok right now. Keep it coming, folks. Keep it coming, TikTok. Okay. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. All right, Heather, you're up. Heather and then Karina. If you're on WhatsApp, I'm texting you right now. Da 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 da. Da da da. Do 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 do. Made it up myself. We don't have to worry about copyright infringement, Emery. That one's all mine. Do 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 do. Okay. Do 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 do. All right, Heather, you're up. Heather, Karina, and Kelsey. You guys having fun? All right, Heather says, hey, Sheena, hope all is well with you and baby boy Cullen. Oh, he's asleep. You guys, he's on his little bed all curled up like with his little face on his little paws. You're like, I'm sleeping now. And your finger. Oh, the finger's better. It's still a little red, but it's not like 5 times the size it was and pussy. Also, I'm sending you so much love and light on your big news. I'd love to watch your show. I can't wait for you all to watch the show every week. And I don't know a time slot yet, so don't hold me to it. But I'm talking about Fridays at 2:00 in the afternoon, Pacific. But guess what? You can stream it anytime you want. So it might not even wind up being live. It might just show up whenever they put it up at whatever time. We may tape it at a different, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Heather goes on to say, my question is, my husband and I have been having financial difficulties for a long time now. We've been trying to improve it, but it just seems to always be holding us back. Will we ever see light where we can start to save a decent nest egg and not constantly worry about it? Yeah, it looks like this time next year, there will be a break in something and things will get better. Is it more money? Is he going to start making more money? One of you gets a raise, something, but I see a little bump in income, and that little bump becomes the nest egg. So let's all send some love to Heather for some financial prosperity. All right? Okay, emotional health, your spiritual health, whatever health you're improving. All right, one thing to improve your health every week. So you get up Monday morning, or some people hate Mondays, so they do Tuesdays. I think there's a lot of pressure around Mondays, so I start my week on Tuesdays. One thing, I'm going to eat this much less sugar. I'm going to have a glass of juice. I'm going to have one more green thing. I'm going to walk a little bit longer. Okay? All right. Sending you love. Let's all send some love. Kelsey. Very exciting. Love to Kelsey. Yes. Love to Kelsey. Heather says, no, he decided to stay with his current job, her husband. So I'm not sure about the more money part, AKA the electrician and soulmates with past lives together. You guys are beautiful. He's going to get more work, though. There's going to be a bump in his income. Okay? This time next year, things are going to get better. All right? Sending so much love. It's okay, Heather. We're sending you love. Everything's good. 7.7 thousand likes on TikTok, folks. Woohoo! Woohoo! All right, Karina, you're up. You're up, you're up. Okay. Remember, I'm booking private sessions, and I'm doing them tonight. If you want to book a private session with me, send me a text message, and I'll get you all the information. I also have cleanses, healings, house clearings. Mods, if you'd put this link up, sheenametalreadings.com. If you go there, there's a link. There's a link. One of them's got to be right. There's a link you can click on that will take you to my private services, like all the things I do, also the public things I do, like parties and galleries. Go there, sheenametalreadings.com. And that's a part of my main website, which is sheenametalspiritual.com, that you should visit. Okay. Karina, hang tight. I'm going to tell a story really quick. Today I was on Facebook, and I was just, in the morning, I was just literally playing with Cullen, so he'd go back to sleep, so I go back to sleep. And I found this post from a friend of mine. Not a good friend, but somebody I've known for a long time. I mean, we're not like super hang out all the time people, but I know him pretty well. And he was talking about something, and he was talking about something that he was feeling. And as he did, he was apologizing for himself. Apparently, he lost somebody who was acquainted with or somehow connected with somebody that he was no longer in a relationship with. And as he was giving himself permission to grieve for this person who had passed, he was apologizing to this person he'd been involved with and saying, oh, well, my heart was feeling this, but I'm sure if you ask this person, they would say, I was just doing this and I was just doing that. And I suddenly got hit like I do in the heart with the idea that he is going through an ugly separation with this person who's obviously a narcissist. And I have to tell you guys, I've been thinking about him all day. I can't get him out of my heart. And I want to reach out to him and say, buddy, you did nothing. But I don't really know him well enough to get in the middle of his relationship. If somebody makes you feel like you have to specifically apologize for everything you say and do, fuck them. That's it. Fuck them. Because there is a certain kind of malignant narcissist, a self-loathing, little tiny person. And the only way they get through their life is they have to make you feel like shit 24/7. So if there is a person in your life that makes you feel like you have to apologize for being yourself. Now, if you're doing shitty stuff, that's a whole nother thing. But if you have to apologize for the way that you grieve to somebody because they think everything you say is you being like this or you being like that, or why can't you be more of that or less of that or a little bit like this, and then you make the change and that's wrong too, that person is a narcissist. And remember, a narcissist will always call you a narcissist. Without a doubt. It's their favorite word. That person is a narcissist. And also, that person hates themselves and is just not positive. And you don't have to always apologize for everything you do. You're allowed to grieve any way you want to grieve. You can cry, not cry, scream, say why, shake your fist at God, roll around on the floor. No one can tell you how to grieve. And it was just a simple post. And then there was a thing in there where he sort of said something like, this relationship that, I was mutually destroying. And I thought, that's always it, right? These people always have to make you feel like you did everything. You're the narcissist. You're not enough of this. You're not enough of that. I'll tell you some advice that a lovely, lovely person in my life told me. It was many years ago, and I was dating a narcissist who had made me feel like something about me wasn't enough. And because I'm a fixer, I had run out to try to fix all of it. And I was exhausted. I was in tears. And I went over to visit a friend, and this friend of mine was there visiting him too. And I sat down and I was just completely undone. And she looked at me and she said, "Let me tell you something, sweetheart. As soon as you fix this 100%, it'll be something else." And that was a lesson I had to learn about narcissists, that as soon as you fix it, it'll be something else. It'll always be something else. You're never going to get a handle on it. They're never going to be happy, and you're never going to be enough. And do you know why you're never going to be enough? You're never going to be enough because they're not enough for themselves, and they're blaming you for that. So when I read this post today, and I saw this sweet guy just beat down and wanting to say how sad he was that someone was dead, but being so worried that this other person was going to come in and tear down everything about the way he was grieving. And I could tell, because I'm a psychic, from this, that this person goes through all of his Facebook posts, reads them all, criticizes them all. Why can't you do this? Why do you do that? Do you know what you look like when you do that? That's a big thing with narcissists, right? They're always telling you, do you know what you look like when you do that? Or do you know what other people must think of you when you do that? No, it's what you think of me, because you're an asshole. And this is such a great guy, like a great, wonderful, heroic man, letting this asshole, this narcissistic little tiny flea, make him feel like he's not enough. And damn, that makes me sad. And we've all been there, right? All of you that are watching right now, we've all been there with somebody like that in our lives. So I want you to say some prayers for him, because he needs them. Because he needs to realize that letting go of this person in his life is like the best damn thing that ever happened to him. Don't ever let anybody tell you you're not enough. Because let me tell you something, a person who loves themselves, I love myself. I would never tell you you're not enough. If every day you get up and you say, I'm going to do 5 things, and you don't do 5 things that day, the next day, 3 months from now, and you come to me and say, I promised myself I was going to lose weight, work out more, make more money, be better to myself, and I haven't done anything, I'm not going to tell you you're not enough. You ask my folks in here that have had private sessions with me, have I ever, ever, ever told any of you that you're not enough? No, and I never will, because I don't do that. Only a person who believes they are not enough will tell you that you are not enough. So don't let anybody tell you that. All right, Karina, I'm sorry I held up your reading, but that was weighing heavy on my heart. And Spirit said it was time to share that story. Karina says, good evening, Sheena and Colin. My question tonight is, what will my BFF Cara end up doing with her mom's house? And will I be helping her with what she decides to do with it? Thanks. Sending love to you and Cullen. Yeah, Karina, I have a feeling like she wants to get rid of it. Maybe sell it and start new or rent it. She doesn't seem to want to be there. But she's also extremely overwhelmed by what to do with her mom's belongings, by the financials of it. It's all completely freaking her out. And you are going to be a quintessential part of helping her with that. And I think you know that. You're going to be a big part of helping her with that. All right, so let's send some love to Karina's friend, because having to figure out what to do with your mom's stuff, woo, that's never easy. I still have a couple rooms of my mom's stuff I'm not sure what to do with. Okay. But I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. Would you like my rates? Question mark. Okay. All right. I hope that resonated with some of what I said for you guys. I hope it resonated. All right. All right, Sienna, you're up, and then Leah, and then Melissa. Sienna says, will me and my ex get back together? If so, when? Yes. Peppered throughout the summer. You're going to be going through sort of a rocky time, and then things get better. All right, let's send Sienna some love. To get back with her ex. Spirit's saying when he comes back and then he kind of pulls back, don't get disheartened. He's working on a thing inside of himself, and that's what he's got. Okay? All right, sending you love, sweetie. Karina says, thank you, Sheena, and your story was worth the wait about narcissism. Thank you, Karina, for being so patient, sweetheart. That was wonderful. Leah, Melissa, Cassandra. What if that was one person's name? Leah, Melissa, Cassandra. Leah says, is it worth continuing a relationship with my boyfriend, or is there an ending coming? I mean, it's worth it for now, because I think if you're alone, you're going to freak. But and you just seem so bored in the relationship and kind of bored with him. Kind of just bored with it all. Does that make sense, sweetie? I mean, I certainly would like to see you in a situation that is more spiritually fulfilling for you. But I also feel like now is not a time that you want to be on your own. So please, yeah, just hang for now. All right. All right. I'm sending you so much love. Ooh, I have this, you ever get like a weird cramp in your elbow? It just comes out of nowhere. It's like where your funny bone is, kind of. Woo, shaking that off. Really quick, I'm going to take Lisa. Says, good evening, Sheena. I've been trying to get through with you and my son, Adam. Is he with my dad, his grandpa? Does Adam know how great my dad is? I miss them terribly. It's coming up on the 1-year anniversary of Adam's death. This Mother's Day is going to be very difficult for me. Thanks for all you do for people. I think you're terrific. Thank you. You're very welcome, sweetie. Yes, Adam is with your dad, and they are like kindred souls. And all three of you have traveled many lives together. So yeah, he does know how great your dad is, and he's loving being with him. So I'm sending you so much love. All right, let's send love for Lisa, because she's got to get through this Mother's Day without her dad and without her son. Okay? Sending love, sweetie. Remember, I'm going to be back tomorrow night, same time. Wednesday night for Haunted Playground After Dark. We'll be doing some more readings. I have not forgotten about you. Okay? Okay. Someone just asked me about animal readings. Yes, I do those. Send me a text and I'll send you the info. Jen said, I follow you on all pages. You're wonderful. Thank you for following. Leah says that makes total sense. Good. Good. Listen to your Sheena. All right, Melissa, you're up. Cassandra, and then Katie. Melissa says, hi, Sheena. My name is Melissa. I'd like to ask if my brother will be able to move and live with his wife in the U.S., and if so, when will this happen? They've been trying really hard to be together, and he's so desperate. Sending love your way. It looks like January, sweetie. I know that looks like so far off, but that's what Spirit is giving me. All right, so let's send some love out to Melissa, his brother, that he gets to reunite with his wife. And also to Leah, that her relationship works out. We got a lot of folks that need us today. I know I'm having you do a lot of prayers, but a lot of folks need us today. All right? Like the 7,100 likes on TikTok. These folks need our love. All right, Cassandra, you're up. Cassandra says, good evening, Sheena and Cullen. Just wanted to follow up with you on a reading you gave me last month. I took my CST exam yesterday, and I just found out today that I passed. Yes, You in spirit said I would, and I wanted to thank you for your gifts and for the reading. So much love and light to you and Brother Cullen. My question tonight is about my husband. For some background, we were both friends with this lady I went to school with. We let her move in to try to get her and her kids away from her abusive husband. My husband and I started to have some issues financially, and then he got injured and couldn't work. I got severely depressed, and it drove my husband to the point of wanting to leave. During this time, our friend started to move into my role as his wife and mother, driving a bigger wedge between my husband and I and causing all sorts of issues, doubts, and arguments between us. Fast forward, my husband and I have reconciled and are stronger now, but she has said to my face that I'm a horrible mother, wife. She'll take care of my husband and I don't deserve the things that I have. I don't consider her a friend, and I want my husband to sever all ties with her, but he hasn't yet, stating that because we don't have a lot of people to help watch our kids when we need it until they are all in daycare, that he has set stricter boundaries with her and is keeping more distance between them. My question is, do I need to be worried about her and her motivation towards my husband, and should I be more insistent about him cutting ties with her? Yeah, she got to go. She's a narcissist, and that bitch gotta go. Emery, what do we say? Emery, we say, bitch, bye. Yeah, she needs to go. She gotta go. Huge. She's just trying to cause all the problems she can cause. All right, so let's, bitch, bye. Bye, bitch. It's bad. So yeah, you have to just tell him, not good. Not good. All right? She's gross. You guys were having problems. You tried to save her from her abusive husband, and then she screwed your husband. I mean, come on. She's gross. She got to go. All right, let's all say it. Everybody say it with me. Bitch, bye. Yeah, she got to go. All these narcissists, they got to go. Creepy. Every narcissist I've ever known were always trying to think of ways they could hook up with someone, whether they were involved in a relationship or not. So she's always trying to think of hook up with your husband. So just don't give her the opportunity. All right? We're sending you love. We're sending Cassandra so much love. Lisa says, thank you so very much, Sheena. I'm crying with happiness. You made my night. Love to you. Love to you too, sweetheart. Bitch, bye. I had never heard that before, Emery. That is my favorite now. Okay. Remind me to send you the one of the dark figure looming over me in the haunted place here in town, period. Katie says, hey Sheena, it's Katie. Nothing seems to be looking up for me and my family. I wish I would have met the love of my life by now. Anything good coming my way? Thank you. Sweetie, you're in a time of great transition right now with your health, with your family, with career, Katie, because she needs to hear that. If any of you want to reach out to me anytime during the week, text me 818-437-0886. I always return text messages, pretty much always without fail. Okay? I love you guys so much. That's my time. Please visit my website, sheenametalspiritual.com, and please follow me everywhere on social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, at Sheena Metal. We don't have a live Twitter yet, but I don't know if that's even a thing. Maybe we can figure that out. Also, I am doing private sessions every day with folks. If you want information, text me, 818-437-0886. I love you. Cullen loves you. Till we see you next time, seek peace, live in love, lead with kindness, embrace unity. Always work to raise your vibration and know that you are love and you are loved and you're loved by me. More things are coming and we're all doing this together. If you want to volunteer to get involved in what we're doing here, send me a text and let me know. 818-437-0886. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Thank you, Erin, Emery, Cindy, and Mary, Beth. Bye, guys. Bitch, bye.